Okay, can you all hear me? Let's go ahead and get started. Today I'm going to practice rolling some Bakugan. Today we're doing Black and White edition. That means Darkus and Haos because I feel like doing a themed rollout today. Normally when I do Bakugan rolling practice, I'm going to randomize the color choices for the day, but today I felt like doing these two colors. So let's go ahead and switch camera and get our matrix set up. Alright. Give me a couple moments. My desk isn't the best sized for this, but we'll do what we can. Let's take our cores out and let's set up a little matrix over here. And we'll roll Darkus first and then Haos. Let's set up down here actually. Alright, we're just setting up the matrix for our practice, and then we'll go ahead and get started. There, that camera looks a little more centered now. Okay, let's get out. Alright, that matrix looks pretty good. We're going to start with the Darkus Bakugan. Let me go ahead and take them all out. Give me a moment. So I have 17 Darkus and 16 Haos. So we will be doing a total of 33 Bakugan practices today. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started. This is a good one to start with. I'm not going to concern too much with manual parts today, unless they're the kind of manual part which really matter. So yeah, we're going to start with Dragonoid Hyper. Okay, he didn't pick up a core, but he did land on his feet. So I'll consider that one a partial success. And we're just going to move on. I'll flip his horn and his wings up. And there's Dragonoid Ultra. And now, now I'm going to pick someone else. Let's do... Okay, who is this one? I think I know who this is. I hope I got this right. I think this is Nilius that I have in my hand next. That was a nice flip. He landed on his feet. This is a Season 1 core Nilius. And I also have in the... There's going to be two other versions of Nilius in this practice as well. Since I have Season 2 Ultra and Haos, and I have Season 2 Core also in Darkus. Let's pick the next character. Okay. This one's going to be Treacherous Ultra. And he landed on his head, so let's do that one again. He's easy enough to close. Alright, let's roll him out again. He landed on his side, but I don't have a lot of time today, so we'll consider it acceptable. There's Treacherous. And Treacherous was actually one of my original Bakugan. I had him... He was part of either my second or third Bakugan purchase. Let's do this one. Yeah, I think I know who this one is. We're gonna roll out Samoga. And that was a pretty clean first roll, so we don't have to dwell on Samoga. Let's move on to the next character. Let's see. Yeah, I know who this is. We're going to roll out Crocelios Ultra. I know the Darkus are a bit hard to see in my insufficient lighting conditions, but I got to practice them as much as I practice all the other colors. So that's what we're going to do. And Crocelios almost landed properly, so I'll consider it good enough. Let's fix the cores for the next one. And here is Crocelios. Alright. We're going to roll... I'm not 100% sure about this ball, but I think it's Hydrus. Let's roll it out and see if I'm right. Bakugan makes such a satisfying click sound when they open. There's Hydrus. So I did guess the ball correctly. This is one of my newer ones, that's why I wasn't 100% sure. I'm gonna take this ball. Yeah, I know exactly which one this is. We're going to roll out Halcor. There's actually two versions of Halcor in this pile. But this is the correct card for this version. I was way left there. There we go. And there's Halcor. Of the three Halcor sculpts, I feel like this one is probably the weakest. The two side heads look more like, I mean, they're obviously heads, but they're placed where the hands would usually go. It just kind of looks a little weird in my opinion. Still cool though. Alright. Let's see. Okay, I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I'm going to take a guess. I'm pretty sure it's one of the Pegatrixes, but I have 3 versions in Darkus. So let's go ahead and roll it out and see if I got the correct Pegatrix. It landed on his head. We'll do that again. But yes, I did get the correct version. I did pull the correct card up. Let's do that again. And Season 2 Pegatrix Ultra closes real easily. We're going to roll out Pegatrix again. Oh, that was an interesting flip. It landed on his head, but I could really roll Pegatrix all day. Pegatrix is my favorite character, so let's try one more time and see if we can't get Pegatrix to land not on her head. And this version of Pegatrix does have a bunch of manual parts. You have to fold down the legs, fold up the horn and the wings, but we're not concerning with manual parts today. We're trying to move through these relatively quickly. Alright, Pegatrix, take 3. Not on his head this time. Actually, it landed. It landed in that pose you sometimes see in medieval art with the front hooves up. That's a pretty cool pose to land in. And I didn't know that this particular model was capable of landing in that pose. I think that's a good place to call Pegatrix Ultra for this practice. But I will flip the horn up at least. And spread the wings. I'm not concerned with the tail right now. There she is one more time. Alright, let's get the next Bakugan out. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to do Trino. This is Core Trino. I have Core Trino and Darkus and Aurelus, but I don't have any Ultra Trinos yet. We're not going to worry about flipping out his little horns today, because those are manual parts. Yeah, quick land, easy land. There he is. And those little green horn bits, they do fold out. But we're not going to do that right now. Let's reset the matrix. Alright. Let's see, who's this? I think I know which one this is. This one has a lot of the secondary color on the ball. You can see there's almost as much green as there is black on this one. Let's see. Phone call not for me. Let's move swiftly on. Let's go ahead and pull up the picture. This is one of the newer ones. This is one of the Season 3 Bakugan Ultras. Let's roll out Falcron. And it's only the second proper bird we've had after Pyravian. I only have Pyravian and Pyrus, so you won't be seeing her today. Alright, let's... Oh, it landed on his head, but it did almost double core. We'll roll him out again. Now, my package is supposed to arrive today, but when I checked the mailbox right before stream, the mail had not come yet, so when I finish rolling, I'll check the mail again. Our Saturday delivery is usually much later than during the week for some reason. But it's usually here by 4, even on Saturdays. Alright, Falcron's folded up for a reroll. Let's go ahead and roll it out. That was not that didn't work right. The head popped open, but not the rest of him. Now he's popping open in my hand. Let's just roll him again. I'll close him up and we'll roll him again. Because something didn't go right that roll. That's okay. I think Falcron looks cool, so he can have a few rolls. He's not quite as cool as Pegatrix, but he's cool enough. Alright. The wings don't always line up properly. That might have something to do with it. And I actually have Falcron Ultra Inventus as well. He landed on his head again, but at least he opened that time. And he did double core. So let's go ahead and he gets one more attempt. Because we do have to move on to the others. Let me close him up again for one more attempt. Alright. He doesn't want to land upright today, so let's just move on. Falcron one more time. Here he is. Alright. Let's see who I have next. Okay. I'm not 100% sure about this one. This is another one of my newer ones. But I think this is Cloptor. We'll go ahead and open him up and see. And there he is, with that eyeball staring back at you. There's Cloptor. Cloptor also has an Ultra form, which I have in Aquos. And the Ultra form has a useless action feature, which it shoots the eyeball. It has absolutely no gameplay use, and the eyeball is easily lost, so I don't know why they made the Ultra do that. But this is just the core, so it doesn't do that. It's just an eyeball with wings staring at you. Kind of reminds me of a Beholder. Those of you Dungeons and Dragons fans out there. Alright. Now we're going to roll the first Darkest Bakugan I ever opened on my first night of collecting. We have here a Feral. And this is actually from the Target exclusive Deca pack that came with Feral and the Deca Feral and the Bakugear. Since Feral's a core, not an Ultra, it just came with the little tiny micro gears. It didn't have one of those magnetic gears. But here's the ball. Feral's one of the easiest balls to recognize. And there he is. Feral's native color is Aurelus, but I don't have it in Aurelus yet. This is the only Feral I have. He looks best in Darkest, though, in my opinion. I've seen pictures of all the other colors. He looks best in darkest. Okay, let's pull out another Bakugan. Okay, yeah. This is going to be the other version of Nilius I have in darkest. This was another one of my early original ones in the collection. I think I had him first night, second night. No, I got him at the same time I got Feral, but I did open the Feral package before I opened the package that Nilius was in. It was in the Target exclusive 2-pack with a Dragonoid. Alright, that was a good landing. We'll consider Nilius done. I'm not going to worry about floating down his legs right now. Little two-headed dragon. It hasn't been released yet, but I've seen pictures of the new Season 3 version of Nilius. Apparently he has 3 heads now. Alright, let's get out another Bakugan. Okay, who is this? Okay. I'm trying to figure out who these last couple are. Okay. Yeah, I think I know which one this is. This may be the incorrect version, but this is definitely one of the Pegatrixes. I hope I got the correct card. Let's take a look. I did in fact get the correct card for this one. No, I got the incorrect card for this one. I was supposed to be showing... No, I did get the correct card. Yeah, that is the correct card for this one. Darkest is actually the only color I'm Pegatrix complete on so far. But I am working on a project to complete my Pegatrix collection. I'm about halfway there. Alright. Now we're gonna... Who's this? Oh yeah, I recognize the shape. This is from my opening last night. We're gonna roll out the new Kellyon. There's a reason we do rolling practice. It's because I'm not very good yet. Landed on his face, as usual for my ultra rolls, so we'll give him another turn. He's new anyway. Though Kellyon as a creature, Kellyon Ultra as a figure is not new to me. I had him in Pyrus pretty early on in my collection. Alright, got him folded up for take 2. Oof. You know, he can go again. I'm still breaking him in. He just got opened yesterday. We'll go again on Kellyon. One more time. You know what they say. 3rd time's the charm, right? Everything good comes in 3s. Alright, he's closed up. Let's try this again. Oof. Alright, one more. Because he didn't even have any impressive jumps yet. He keeps landing on his face. Alright. Well, he did get some airtime there. Even though he landed on his face again, I think we'll just move on. I'll need to practice with Kellyanne some more. I'm pretty good at landing my Pyrus version, though, so... And they're the same plastic, same toy, so I don't know why Darkus doesn't want to land. Alright, give me a moment. I got 2 more Darkus. Alright. Okay. We're going to go back to Howl Core. We're going to do my other Darkest Howl Core. That's what we call a failure to launch. The magnet landed on the core. It stuck to the core, but it didn't open. That sometimes happens when you close the balls too tightly. Let's try that again. What the? He sprung open during the roll. That must be leftover. What's the word? That must be leftover friction from the previous roll. So let's go ahead and close him up and land him on the core proper. Alright, this time I'm going to try not to close him too tightly. Okay. Looks together enough to roll. Let's give it a try. That's what we call a nice ultra jump. Landed right on his feet. And he does, yeah, you have to flip up the ears on the middle head. But there he is. Howl Core Season 1. Howl Core only had an Ultra in Season 1. It didn't have a Core. In Season 2 it had a Core and an Ultra. For some reason the Season 1 Ultra has wings. And finally, we're going to finish on my final Darkest Pegatrix. Because Darkest is the only color I'm Pegatrix complete in. So let's roll it out. Easy landing for an easy core. I like both core Pegatrix designs. There she is. And you know what? Let's do a quick comparison, if I can get it easily. Okay, if I can get it easily. Oh, that's how cool. There we go. So this one is a Season 1 core. And this one is the Season 2 core. Here they are next to each other. Alright, that about wraps it for Darkus. Let me go ahead and switch over to Haos. So we're about halfway done with our rollout now. Let me take them all out. Give me a moment to take out all the Haos ones, and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, they're all out. So let's go ahead and pick one to get started. We'll start with... This is a good one to start, I think. I think this one is Cyrus. Give me one moment. That picture looks a little off to me. Yeah, that looks better. Are they all like that? No, it looks like it was just the one. Okay. We're going to roll out Cyrus. Wow, Cyrus really scattered those cores. It also landed on his face, so we're going to give it a second. We're going to give it a second trial. Cyrus is one of those Bakugan that doesn't really look like its card. Let me go ahead and fold him up and we'll try him again. Or her. I'm not 100% sure with Cyrus. Alright, let's try her again. Still landed on her feet, but she double cored. I'm going to assume Cyrus doesn't really want to play around right now. Between the double coring, yeah, we'll let Cyrus rest. Because she landed on her face again. Alright, let's pick another one. We'll pick this one. Oh dear. I think this is my Pegatrix, one of the two Haos Pegatrix I have. We'll find out in a moment. No! I completely messed up the card. So we're going to reset. I'm going to fold it up and I'm going to roll it out with the correct card. Pretend you didn't see that. Because that was just me being dumb. Let me fold them up and we'll go again. This is actually Trox Ultra. Season 2 Trox Ultra, the only one I have in Haos. I have all four versions of Ventus Trox. It landed on his feet. We'll consider that good enough. He did scatter the cores. Again, sorry about that mix-up. I have so many Bakugan, and some of them have a similar detailing on their balls. And you do have to float out his arms, but I'm not going to do that now. All 4 of the Trox models have manual arms. Alright. Phone call. Not for me. Let's move on. Let's see. What is this? I think this might be my new guy. I don't recognize this ball, so by process of elimination, he's probably my new guy. Let's find out if I'm right about that. Yep, that's definitely a centipod. I like the way he rolled over the cores and then rolled back and popped open. That delayed, the delayed opening is one thing I really like about rolling these Bakugan. I like when they do that, because it adds a little excitement. There's Centipod. And now we'll move on to the next one. Oh, I just happened to pick up the other new guy, and this one I do recognize because he has a very distinctive ball. We're rolling out my new Hydronoid. Sorry about that. I had a clumsy moment. There he goes. Hydronoid's pretty basic. We don't have to dwell on him. Let's fix the cores and I'll show him off and we'll move on to the next one. This is my other newest Haos. I got him in the same unboxing that I got the Centipod. Let's do... Oh yeah, we can do this one. This one opens nicely. Nilius Ultra. And you'll see just you'll see just how expansive his form takes when he opens up. He landed on his head, but he's a pain to close, so we'll just leave it at that. I do like this sculpt. The heads are manual, so I'll just flip him down because it's not that hard. He looks more normal with the heads down. And you can see just how expansive his form gets. They did a good job with this one, I think, in engineering the ball and stuff. Okay, we're gonna do... Yeah, let's do Pandox. And I'll show you, I think there's something wrong with my Pandox. He opens fine, sometimes, but I'll show you what I mean when he opens up. This is another one that sometimes hits the core and doesn't open. I'm probably closing him too tightly. Let's try it again. He did it again, so I'll just... I've always had that problem with Pandox, and he's a pain to close, so I'm not gonna bother trying to close him for a redo. But if you look closely, you can see the springs have different strengths. You can see this arm kind of flops, and this arm holds its position. So when you look at him head on, he doesn't actually look symmetrical. There's always one arm at his side and one arm out. You can't make him look symmetrical at all, even though he's supposed to. But there's Pandox. I still think he's one of the cooler looking Ultra Bakugan. He's one of 2 bear types they did in Season 1. The other being, Pandox is more of a big bear, a real bear type, whereas Cubbo is more of a teddy bear type. Cubbo's in my Ventus bag. I only have him in the 1 color. Yes. We're going to roll out one of the new ones. We're going to roll out a Fenica. You've seen Falcron. He's one of the new Bakugan as well. Well, this is Fenica. This is the Ultra form. And we're going to roll him now, and you'll see why I like him in a moment. Or her. I think it's a her, actually. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't seen the show. Landed on her tail. Let's go ahead. She did double core. But I'm going to fold her up and give her a second trial. And actually, the day that I found Fenica in the store, I went to the Bakugan aisle, and there was literally nothing on the pegs where the Bakugan were supposed to be. It was like a whole section of the toy shelf just empty that hadn't been restocked. And I started looking behind stuff and on other pegs, and someone had taken the 4 or so Bakugan. They had 4 Bakugan in the store. There was a Aurelus Ultra Dragonoid, Haos Ultra Fenica, it was an Aquos Ultra Shartar, and a Ventus Ultra Falcron. Someone had hidden them throughout the rest of the toy aisle, and I found them all hiding behind stuff and bought them all. So we're going to roll Fenica again. Landed on the tail again. Double cord again. We're going to give Fenica one more try. She's easy enough to close. I could spend a little time on her. Fenica's really easy to close. It's almost like closing a core. Landed on the tail again. Fenica is usually one of the ones I have the least problem landing on the feet. So, we'll give it another try, because I'm not usually this inconsistent with her. There she goes. Landed upright that time. And there. Fenica is one of the cutest little Bakugan they've ever released. Tiny little body, cute little adorable face, big giant ears and tail. The whole ball's in the ears and tail. Alright, let's do... Okay, who is this? Oh, yeah, I know which one this is. This is our Sharktar. And Sharktar is one of the ones that sometimes I close too tightly, but I've only ever had that issue on my Aquos one. My Haos one usually cooperates on opening. Yep. Double cord, but landed on his head, so we'll give him another run. Bakugan, Shakhtar is not too difficult to close, but it's a little tricky, and there's one part that if you don't do it just right, you have to pop it open and start over. There we go. One more attempt with Shakhtar. And it hit the uneven part of the playmat, so it would have landed on its feet, so that was an unfair roll. Let's give Shakhtar one more roll. Alright. Last go with Shakhtar. That was a little wild. Still landed on its tail. But let's go ahead and move on. Oh, and it scattered part of my matrix. It's normal for a Bakugan with bigger openings. Bakugan with more impressive snaps to eat your matrix all over the place. Alright, we'll move on from Shakhtar now. Okay. And now we're going to do Hydrus Ultra. I have Hydrus in a bunch of different sculpts and a bunch of different colors. Hydrus is one of the mains. I don't have Season 1 Ultra, though. I don't have any Season 1 Ultras. But I have a couple Season 1 cores, a couple Season 2 cores, and this is one of 2 Season 2 Ultras I have. And there's many, many more as well. I like Hydrus. You know what? Let's give Hydrus another roll. Because Hydrus usually lands on his feet. That was kind of disappointing. And Hydrus is one of those Ultras that's as easy to close as a core. In fact, it's easier to close than a couple cores. It landed on his side. Good enough. We don't have to spend too much time with Hydrus. Because there's... I think I have at least one version of Hydrus in every color except gold, I think. I'm not sure if I have green. I'll have to check. Yeah, no, I don't have them in green yet either, but I have a bunch of them. So yeah, there's Hydrus. Let's pick... Okay, I'm not 100% sure on this one. I don't play with this one often, but I'm going to guess this is Maxodon, and we'll see if I'm right. Yeah, it hit the uneven part of the playmat, so it fell over. But being a regular core, usually it goes on its feet, and it would have had it not hit that uneven edge. I think I'll start the cores a bit farther over from the uneven side next time. But there's Maxodon. Alright, let's do... Okay... Not 100% sure on this one. Give me a moment. Alright, I just cheated a little bit. Okay. I have to memorize this ball, but this one's going to be Serpentese. This is Core Serpentese. I don't have... This is the only Serpentese I have so far. He also has an Ultra, I don't have any of the Ultras. It's the only color I have in core. Serpentine is, I think, mained in blue in the show. I'm not 100% sure on that. And almost double cord. But here's Serpentine's. Alright, let's... Wow, that matrix got messed up. Let's reset the matrix. Alright, let's move on to the next character. Is this... I think... I'm not 100% sure. I think this is my Season 3 Haos Drago core. Let's find out if I'm right. Dragonoid is so far the only character to appear in all 3 seasons. Other than Nilius. But Nilius's toys haven't been released for Season 3 yet. Wow, that was a nice pop. One of these days I'm going to do a video of slow motion rolls. That'll take a lot of editing though. So I'm really not looking forward to doing that. And this is one of the Drago models where the horn actually pops out automatically. It folds in with the head. It's actually, yeah, it folds in with the head. Alright, just a couple more. I have 4 Bakugan left out. Okay, yeah, I know this one. This is also one of my first night Bakugan, Gortheon Ultra. This one is easier to close than most cores. This is surprisingly easy to close for an Ultra. He did land on his feet. It looked like he was going to topple over, but he came back and came around and landed on his feet. Look, see? There he is. He had a perfect roll the first time, so we don't have to roll him again. Here, Gortheon. Let's do this one. We're gonna roll out our Haos Tertonium now. This is a core Tertonium. I also have Inventus. I have the Ultra version of Tertonium. This is one of the few Bakugan I think the core looks better than the Ultra. But the Ultra looks pretty cool too. Very simple opening there. We don't need to roll him again. He's simple, he's cool. Little turtle friend. He was in the box set that I got back during the holidays. That it took them... my package was stuck in like another state for like a week and a half before tracking showed it moving again. That's kind of what happened with the package I'm expecting today. It was supposed to arrive in time for the opening yesterday and did not. And now we're gonna finish. We saved the best for last. We're gonna finish with my 2 Haos Pegatrixes. There is actually... There are actually 4 Hegatrix molds, and Haos is one of the colors that is one of only 2 colors that actually is available in all 4, but I only have 2 of them. So we're going to start with Season 2 core. This was another one of my first night Bakugan. There it goes. And there she is. You've seen the same exact mold in Darkus earlier today. And I have this mold in Aurelus as well. Let's reset for the final one. And I'll pull up the card for my other Haos Pegatrix in just a moment. Last Bakugan of the rolling practice. Haos Pegatrix Ultra. Let's roll her out. Final of the night. Or the day. Landed on her back. She did double core, but she landed on her back, so we're going to try that again. It's the last Bakugan, we can take a minute or two on her. But not too much time. I have a place to be tonight, so I'm going to have to call stream pretty soon. Alright, she's closed for another take. Let's roll her out. That was very unsatisfying. Let's try that one more time. Most of the channels that I like to watch aren't on right now. A lot of them don't stream on Saturdays for some reason. So, I'm not sure about a raid today. I might just end stream. Well, it did jump over. Good enough for now. Because it is getting late and I have a place to be tonight. But Pegatrix Ultra, and one of the cool things about Pegatrix, you can actually fold her hooves up and her horn. And now she's in the traditional pose of medieval and Renaissance horse art. This particular Pegatrix mold is the only one that wasn't released in all colors. It's only available in Haos and Aquos. And the starter set I'm expecting does have the Aquos version of her. You know what we're going to do? The mail wasn't here before I started the stream. I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream. I'm going to go check the mailbox, see if my package is here. If my package is here, I'll come back in about 5 minutes and do a quick unboxing. And if my package is not here, then I'll go ahead and go offline from the pause screen. So either I'll see you in a few minutes or I'll see you soon. Well, take a little break and we'll be back. We'll either be back shortly or we will not. Going pause now. Okay, so I just went to the mailbox, and the fact that the stream did not end here means we're going to extend the stream by a couple more minutes. This was in the mailbox for me today. Oh, I don't want to show my address. This package was in my mailbox. So we're going to go ahead and open this right here, right now. And we're going to do a surprise mini unboxing here. Yeah. There she is. Starter, the other 3-pack I was supposed to open yesterday. Aquos Pegatrix Ultra, and it also comes with an Aurelus and a Ventus. The single pack Dragonoid I was expecting did not come today. And since it's a single pack and I don't have any other orders pending right now, it's I'm probably just going to open it on my own, not on stream. I might do a surprise unboxing in a rolling stream, maybe. Maybe I'll do that with single packs moving forward, I don't know. So this is Pegatrix number 10 for me. I'm going to close her up for a proper opening. But this is Pegatrix number 10 for me, out of 20 that have been released. But I am now complete on Season 1 Ultra, because they only released it in Haos and Aquos. All other Pegatrix models were released in all colors. So let's... Let's look at the cores real quick. Fist +3. Shield +200. Shield +250. Helix -100 +4. Shield +50 +1. And Helix +300 +3. Always like to see Helix. It's my favorite of the core arts. And now I'll pop out the 2 balls. This Aurelus ball that it came with has a nice look. Alright, cards. Looks like I'm lagging a bit, but that's okay, because stream is almost over. let's pull out the gate from yesterday, just so I don't have to set up another whole matrix again. And our ability cards this time are Repel Darkus, Deep Illusion, and Wave Slash. Okay. And now let's our 3 Bakugan. Let's roll them out. We'll start with Fangzor Core, Aurelus, there it is. This is my second Fangzor. I don't have any Ultras yet. I like the way Core Fangzor and Core Phaedrus open. It's pretty cool. Centipod does something similar too. There. It even has detailing inside its inside the crest. Fangzor. Okay, we're going to do Tertonium. You actually saw this core earlier when I was rolling out the Haos. I also have an Ultra Tertonium, which is also Ventus, but this is Core Tertonium. Yeah. Yeah, the picture does match. Alright. Phone's vibrating like crazy. Getting ready for the plans tonight, so. His leg isn't supposed to pop open like that during rolling. Give me a moment. Is he defective? I don't think so. Phone, not for me. So let's just continue. There he goes. And he did close up for me, so I think it was just a not closed up correctly in packaging. But here's Tertonium. And now for the Pegatrix. Pegatrix number 10 in my collection. Pegatrix Ultra. And that's a pretty cool looking card. Yeah, I like that card. Oh, landed on her back. We can try that again. This is the last bit of the stream, so we can definitely try that again. Season 1 Pegatrix Ultra is a bit tricky to fold up. Unlike the other 3 models of Pegatrix, Pegatrix Ultra Season 1 is not easy to fold. But all 3 other models, Season 1 and 2 Core and Season 2 Ultra, all fold up easily. They're all very easy. Maybe it's a good thing there's only 2 of these. Alright, let's try that again. Well, you know what? She's not going to land on her feet anyway, because this is a gate card and she's an Ultra. So, let's just complete the look. Let's pull up her horn. Pull up her legs. And you know what? You know what we can do with this? Boom! Instant futuristic, medieval-inspired, standard idea, maybe. New logo for the stream? Perhaps. I'll think about it. Again, here are the new Bakugan from today's opening. And with that, we're going to end the stream for today. Let me see if I can find someone to raid. Let's try... Oops. Let me see what I can do here. Okay, yeah, I'm still blocked from raiding that channel. Let's go... You know what? None of my musician channels are on right now, so... I usually like to raid music, but I can't. So let's go... Baxcast is doing marbles. Marbles is always a fun time. Let's raid marbles. Alright, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you soon. I'll probably do an art stream or a music stream next. I'm experimenting with different things for my show. Have a good night.
Right? Like you can't help yourself. So I think this one makes the S tier. And I think it joins the bottom of the S tier here with the horse that I don't even know.